The first of the new F-35 fighter jets arriving in Madison this past week, where they will be housed and fly from the 115th Fighter Wing, a big group on hand for that arrival.
And now an even larger mission for Wisconsin, intertwined with the most serious national security risks.
The first new F-35 fighter jet is in Madison, landing at Truax Field, the culmination of years of work and controversy. The pilot, Lieutenant Colonel Mike Koob from Waunakee, after serving 6 deployments, including to Afghanistan and Kuwait, landing the first ceremonial flight Tuesday.
Lieutenant Colonel, what was it like?
Today was a great day, as you can imagine.
The Air Force selecting Madison as just one of 2 National Guard fighter wings nationwide to fly and house the new jets.
These are some serious missions you could embark on. What does this say about Wisconsin Airmen?
Yeah, Wisconsin Airmen, we're world-class airmen. We train very hard to do the mission and to execute the mission. So we serve a state mission, but we also serve a federal mission.
Opponents, including some Democratic lawmakers, long protested the arrival, concerned about noise and pollution.
We're out here saying no to war, to the people who are implementing that.
The F-35s, which will be flown by Wisconsin Airmen, replace the aging F-16s. The 115th now saying it's singularly focused on its new mission and emerging worldwide threats. Wisconsin's Adjutant General, Major General Paul Knapp.
This is still a rolling process, training, getting the jets.
It is.
At what point will you be ready if the president says, I need you to go, that you go?
Yeah, we're right now in a period of conversion is what it's called. And it's about a 3-year period, give or take. We're not, don't talk about the actual specific dates, but it could move to the left depending on how fast we go, or potentially could go to the right if we experience delays in either aircraft deliveries or construction here in Madison.
What type of potential missions are we talking about?
So all kinds of missions. So the one thing that we do here, primarily we're training on a day-to-day basis. I mentioned earlier, I like to talk about Volk Field up to the north. Amazing training airspace. And then we can get gas and refuel with the 128th out of Milwaukee is awesome that we have all 3 of those here. So day in and day out we're training. We're flying with the 128th here in this local airspace, but then we can also project power anywhere in the world with the F-35.
I was going to say, you mentioned in your address threats from China, threats from
Absolutely.
Overseas, the world we're living in today.
Absolutely.
These things are made to take out threats.
Yes, definitely. Yes, so this is the most advanced fighter weapon system that the Air Force has ever fielded. And so this is the cutting edge.
What type of pressure are you under to perform and to live up to whatever any presidential administration may call upon you to do?
Well, we have to be always ready if our nation calls us. And so that is a lot of pressure. You know, many of the pilots that flew in today and many of the rest of us have been called on before to defend our nation, primarily overseas. And we have to be ready at a moment's notice to do that with this new advanced platform as well.
Some of the threats we've seen play out in real time, let me ask about the Chinese spy balloon quickly. It was a Duluth-based F-16 that flew out of here to shoot it down. Did you get that phone call, and what was that like since it flew out of your facility?
I did get the phone call, and it was a moment that not unlike some others, I guess, in the past, but at the same time, you understand that the entire world is watching, and watching what we're doing, how we're reacting to the object that was shot down over the lake, over Lake Huron, and just knowing that that the people of the United States, Wisconsin, are counting on us to get it right and get it right the very first time.
Does that underscore the significance of the future missions that you may have with the new F-35s?
Absolutely. The business we're in is extremely serious business. There's very little or no room for error, and that's how we train and that's how we fight.
All right, so noise is still a concern for some residents. Major General Knapp says with help from Senator Tammy Baldwin, the 115th has received a nearly $800,000 grant.
Now, with that grant, they'll be conducting a study involving local schools and neighborhoods to formulate any noise mitigation plans if necessary. Pretty cool. Up next, a judge denies a former Packers quarterback.